It's time for some Easter fun, so let's get to cooking. And it's behind the scenes at Easter. I have already got my deviled eggs made. I've got my peach cobbler about to start up. That way I can go ahead and get it done. I've got my chicken already boiled in their broth for the chicken and dumplings. And I want to get the peach cobbler made before lunchtime. The kids are not going to be here till between 3:30 and 4, so I've got plenty of time to get the ham in and all the rest of that stuff after I get the peach cobbler made. So, let me bring you back and show you little bits and pieces of what's going on. If y'all have watched my peach cobbler recipe, you know I like to do my peaches on the oven top with a little bit of cinnamon sugar and apple pie spice whenever I put them into my cobbler. And I'm about to start that up. And those of you who've watched my peach cobbler video know this little piece. Basically, I'm going to pour the batter over top of the butter, trying to not disperse it as much as possible. Now the secret to this peach cobbler is it's in layers, kind of like the chicken cobbler I make. You want to get the peaches and get like a slotted spoon and gently lay them on top of the batter butter mixture. And I just basically go around in a circle until it's all in there. And if you look and see, I'm barely putting it on top. I'm not mixing it. I'm not trying to get the peaches to sink because you don't want them to do that. You want them to stay on top. That way the batter itself or the topping cooks through the peaches and gets all that wonderful peach flavor. And usually they stay pretty much on top, so that's not a problem. And then whenever I start to get down to the bottom of the peaches, I look to see if I have any holes where I don't have any peaches and fill those in. And now, I love pans with a pour because I am going to pour the juice on top gently. And if you saw how gently I poured that, I'm trying not to mess up the layers. Now, it's ready to go in the oven. This bakes for about 35 minutes, and then I'll turn the oven off. If the top looks brown, it looks like it's getting nice and brown, I'll turn the oven off and leave it in there for another 10 to 15 minutes just to brown the top up. So I'll bring you back whenever we get going on that. I've got the chicken pool and all the chicken broth in there with all the chicken spices and stuff getting ready to heat up. And I'm about to start the squash casserole. Just got to get the Velveeta and the other cheeses out, but I got to get this in the microwave with some water and butter to get that squash casserole going. And if y'all have never tried my squash casserole, you need to. It is really good. And sweet potato will be coming after that. So let's get going. Sweet potato casseroles are ready to go in the oven. Squash casseroles ready to go in the oven. Ham is out in its blanket, which is basically the ham is down there, and I've got 2 towels on top of it to keep it warm, and it stays warm for an hour to 2 hours in the 2 blankets. It's amazing. Or the 2 towels. I've got some shells and cheese I need to make for the grandbabies, and I've got some biscuit dough I need to make up for the chicken and dumplings. And other than that, things are coming along quite nicely. Bring you back in a little bit. Here are some of the secrets to my chicken and dumplings. I make them in the crock pot. I boiled the chicken. I put it in here with some chicken bouillon and some of my special chicken spice, which y'all can get the recipe on Pinterest. And then I put a can of cream of chicken soup in here. It just makes it creamier. And this hot soup will make it dissolve really quick. Now, I've got it on high, and I'm going to put half of the dumplings in. Usually the biggest dumplings, not the littlest, but the biggest. That way what they'll do is boil up, and they'll get twice their size. And then they'll dissipate into the actual chicken broth, and they'll make it nice and thick. And I say plenty for the second round, which will go in here in a little bit that will make the actual dumplings you're going to be eating when you eat the chicken and dumplings. And I know y'all probably watch my chicken and dumpling video, so you know how this goes. But just letting you know, yes, I do the same thing whenever it's holiday time, because I make chicken and dumplings at Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. I think I've got one more I'm going to put in. That's about half. And those will fill up that whole container right there. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on and let it sit there and boil for about 15 minutes. And then we'll see what it looks like and if we need to put the rest of them in. I don't know if I've told you my trick. When you get stuff done and the people that are coming ain't here yet, you put it in your microwave. This is insulated and it'll keep it warm for a long time till they get here. And here's what we're having for Easter lunch. Chicken and dumplings, some leftover pineapple dip, broccoli salad, some potato salad, rolls, squash casserole, sweet potato casserole. I've got some shells and cheese for the babies. I've got some corn for the babies. That is the peach cobbler. And of course, our ham that was resting under the towels that is now carved up and ready to eat. And here's Jackson. And here's Miss Sadie. That's a light. It lights up like a rainbow.
Yeah, I already had a unicorn one, but I don't know where it is.
Can't believe your head's too big for the bunny ears.
Yes, her head's too big for the bunny ears.
Yeah, I already broke it.
You already broke it? How come?
Because they didn't fit my head. They're too small.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll still go on your
Mom
head.
got the wrong side.
I don't think it was that. I think it's just cheap.
Can't fix it.
The fold.
So they put the wrong side on wrong.
That's the baseball glove.
Thank you. Yes, baby.
Purple now. Yeah.
And here's a little bit of the Easter egg hunt. Jackson was having such a good time. And then Sadie, of course, was running around the yard trying to get all the Easter eggs herself. But he was really trying hard to get the Easter eggs. So cute. And I hope you enjoyed having a little peek into our Easter weekend. The kids had a great time. They loved the Easter egg hunt. And of course, all the food was so good. But I love doing these videos. I can look back at last year's video and then look at this year's and see how much the kids have changed. They're getting big on me already. I don't often do a day in the life, but I'll try to get some of the cooking in on this video. I know y'all wanted to see that. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, let me know. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that link below and subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. And let our family be a part of your family.